Hey guys, meteorologist Chris Tomer here for this On the Snow Before You Go forecast. First one of the season, and we do have an active pattern. And boy, do we need the snow to get things off and running here across the west and for the northeast. We need to get some snow. This is the live view up at Loveland Ski Area. Of course, they are open for operations right now. Very limited opening. Obviously, you can see we definitely need snow on the Continental Divide of Colorado, and I do have some coming. Let me show you my bullet points here for this. So really it's this big California trough that's going to be directing traffic in the atmosphere across the west for probably the time frame between now and about the 20th, and then after that the pattern will start to shift a little bit. But what it will do is this big California trough is really slow and it will eject energy in waves into the interior Rockies. And as that happens, they're probably going to catch and mesh with a couple of cold fronts racing out of the Pacific Northwest, and that's how we're going to generate snow through Idaho, Montana, Wyoming, Utah, Colorado, New Mexico. Best chances for snow in Utah, 11-16, and then again 11-18, 11-19. In Colorado, best shots of snow, 11-16, 11-18, 11-19, early 11-20. Let me show you what, let me take you back, and let me just show you what this looks like right now on water vapor satellite imagery. So the oranges and reds represent drier air aloft, where the whites and blues are your moisture. Here's the big king. That area of low pressure is what's directing traffic right now. So let me just kind of draw you the jet pattern around this thing. Big trough, big dip in the jet coming up and around this thing. And so everything's forced to kind of rotate around it. And at times, let me just change this to lime. At times you're seeing these waves. You see these waves of moisture coming onshore into California. Well, that's all moving at the same time as these cold fronts. See if I can find my blue. So you've got these cold fronts coming out of the Pacific Northwest. These are going to race up and around. And so the two will probably mesh. These two will meet up here in the Intermountain West, and that's how we're going to generate snow. Here's forecast radar and satellite. So by the time we get into Thursday in the morning, you can see what's happening. Snow through the Wasatch, the Tetons, and the central and northern mountains of Colorado, because we had the ejection of energy coming out of California meeting up with the cold front from the north. That's what's producing that action. Okay, so then that moves away. By Friday morning, it's gone. Now, by Friday afternoon, Friday night, into Saturday, look at California, next wave of energy. It's going to meet up with a cold front coming in, and watch what happens. So the low kind of moves down through the southern tier states. Cold front comes in from the Pacific Northwest. Everything's meeting up, and we're going to see snow in Montana, Idaho, the Wasatch, the Tetons, and in all Colorado's mountain zones. That's Sunday at 6 a.m. Here's Sunday in the afternoon, and there's Monday in the morning. Now, this is a possibility. There may be a low that develops across the eastern plains of Colorado. If that happens, it's going to wrap snow back around closer to the foothills, the front range of Colorado in the Continental Divide. So that may be a little bit of bonus activity, depending on where that low sets up. And then it moves away. So that's how it all plays out. Let me show you the jet pattern. Here we are on the 19th. So Sunday the 19th. It's still snowing. Snow is probably coming to an end in Utah, but still snowing in Colorado, possibly in Wyoming. All the energy is dropping down that jet and into Colorado, where that low could spin up on the 20th over the eastern plains. Very amplified pattern with that jet all the way up into BC at that point. Okay, so here is the jet pattern for 11/23. Now, this is after that low exits Colorado. We've got a little bit of a different pattern setting up. You can see the dip in the jet coming out of the Pacific Northwest. That represents another storm system. That one could snow lightly, maybe moderately, in Idaho, Montana, the Pacific Northwest, Banff, BC, and eventually Utah, Wyoming, and Colorado by the 24th. All right, let's talk totals. So the 16th through the 20th, the biggest accumulations are in the Wasatch and in Colorado. I've got up to 15 for Alta and Snowbird. I went a little high, but let's see if we can't get that. That's a combination of the snow on the 16th and the 18th and the 19th. And in Colorado, 4 to 12 inches will likely do it for most places. A bit more over the San Juans, where you're going to catch the initial wave on the 16th, plus that southern track low coming through 18, 19, early 20. And you can see a little bit up there for Baker and Whistler, Rainier, Stevens Pass. Probably 3 to 8 inches across the Tetons. Here's a bonus look. Here's a bonus period. Here's the 21st through the 24th. That's the third storm system that comes out of the Pacific Northwest. Very light to moderate snows, and you can see that maybe 1 to 4 inches, maybe 1 to 5 inches. We'll probably do it for that. Let's go up into the Northeast here. All right, so just getting things off and running here, obviously, with the ski operations in the Northeast, we really need a lot more snow. We need a better pattern. I really don't have much here. Between the 16th and the 20th, maybe an inch, a couple of inches, and that's probably going to do it. But that's the way things look right now on this first report for On the Snow. This is the Snow Before You Go forecast. Always appreciate you guys tuning in here, and take care.